This PowerPoint recording is for Public Project Agreement 325000494 with CS Legacy Construction, Inc. for Oxnard Beautification and Cleanup Project, specification number PW 2462. Staff recommends that the City Council approve and authorize 1. A total of $2,765,624.79 in project funds for the Oxnard Beautification and Cleanup Project, specification number PW 2462. 2. The mayor to execute an agreement with CS Legacy Construction, Inc. in the amount of $2,506,996.79 for the project and approve a project contingency amount of $129,314 for a total not to exceed value of $2,636,296.79. 3. A project allocation amount of $129,314 for engineering, inspection, survey, and project management for the project. 4. Authorized a maximum amount of $1,600,000 budget appropriation and corresponding transfer in revenue in the same amount in the Capital Outlay Fund 301 to the Oxnard Beautification and Cleanup Project C 2317, funded from a transfer of existing 2425 general fund appropriations. 5. Approve project budget appropriations of $1,074,578 in fiscal year 2425, consisting of $870,000 of available fund balance from the American Rescue Plan Fund 320 and $204,578 of available fund balance from the Tax Allocation Bond Fund Hero Project Area Fund 315 to the Oxnard Beautification and Cleanup Project C 2317 and corresponding Capital Outlay Fund 301, transfer in appropriation in the same amount. 6. Authorize the Public Works Director or designee to apply for a turf replacement rebate program up to a maximum amount of $638,500 with Metropolitan Water District of Southern California, and to approve the budget appropriations once awarded for use in the Oxnard Beautification and Cleanup Project C 2317. 7. Incorporate the Oxnard Beautification and Cleanup Project into the adopted 2025 through 2029 Capital Improvement Program, and incorporate the Del Sol Community Garden Activation Project into the 2025 through 2029 Capital Improvement Program. This project implements the recommendations from the city's 2021 Parks and Recreation Master Plan to strategically transform unused turf areas to native or conservation landscapes. This will reduce the frequency and intensity of maintenance, be more efficient and sustainable, and significantly reduce the water requirements at park locations. The project's scope covers 5 Oxnard parks: Camino del Sol Community Gardens, Del Sol Park, Lemonwood Park, Rudolph Beck Memorial Park, and Southwinds Park. The parks were selected to be included in the project due to the disadvantaged status of the neighborhoods per the grantor's requirements and the potential of the parks to be transformed with the turf removal and planting. The work generally consists of removing existing turf and plant material and replacing it with water efficient landscape with interpretive signs. Three of the parks are directly adjacent to schools that could potentially use the planted areas as outdoor environment and focused classrooms. This project is supported by the Parks and Recreation Master Plan, which was developed through robust community and staff input, including 1,066 residents who participated in public workshops and surveys, and a community advisory committee of 29 members from 6 different community groups. Since this project began, there has been extensive interaction and inclusion with the community. The city contracted with the Merito Foundation to lead the education component of the project. This involves input from students and multiple Oxnard schools who researched and provided plant selection recommendations that include a bird and butterfly oriented plant palette. Also, the Bright nonprofit organization worked with 2,638 youth and volunteers through 44 cleanup events at, at various Oxnard parks with the participation of youth and residents using the non-construction community outreach component of the grant. At Del Sol, Rudolph Beck Memorial, South Winds, and Lemonwood Parks, the tasks are removing existing turf, planting drought-tolerant plants, decomposed granite and paved walkways and plazas, seating, improved pedestrian access, and new irrigation systems, along with being ADA compliant. Materials used are new plant materials, site furnishings, interpretive signage, mulch, decorative and chain link fencing and gates, and concrete and decomposed granite. The work consists of removing existing turf and plant material and replacing it with water efficient landscaping with interpretive signs. The project also includes the installation of updated and efficient irrigation systems, new concrete, new asphalt, decomposed granite paving for walkways and plazas, ADA compliant parking and pavement markings, new park seating, and other site furnishings. Additional work for the Community Del Sol Community Gardens will include decorative and chain link fencing and gates, lighting, mulch, and garden art columns, along with 27 new plots. Notice The notice inviting formal bids for this project was published on February 6, 2025 in the local newspaper. Additionally, the notice inviting formal bids was posted on multiple online platforms, including the city's website, and distributed directly to 30 contractors who have registered with the city to be notified of public project bids within their license category. All bids were opened on March 25, 2025, and the city received the following bids From CS Legacy Construction Inc., $2,506,996 with 79 cents. From CSI Services, $3,455,360. The Clean California grant allowed the project to move forward, paying for the planning, outreach, and design phases. The city has been reimbursed to date $786,016 with 85 cents. Of the $3,549,128 grant award, and likely will receive approximately $20,000 more. Caltrans will not allow for reimbursement through the grant program after the June 30th, 2025 date. Several causes contributed to the grant expiring before all project costs could be billed. The RFP design contracting timeline. The project was solicited twice with no responses. Only on the third try did the city get a contractor. Each solicitation cycle took several months. The internal plan check timeline and the responses to plan check comments. The turnaround time between several cycles of plan review and the addressing of comments by the designer. The construction bid timeline. Procurement requirements take on the order of many months. The project is partially funded by 3 grants. Caltrans Clean California Program for $900,000, USDA Urban Agriculture Grant, $93,000, Turf Rebate Program, $638,000 with 500. Supplemental funding sources are the Public Works General Fund, one-time end-of-year recovery funds, $1.6 million, ARPA Fund 320, $870,000, Tab Hero Fund 315, $204,578, $204,578. Maintenance. The Parks and Recreation Master Plan estimates that if Oxnard converted 30% of its turf area into natural plantings, there would be an estimated savings of approximately $500,000 annually. This project would be a good start towards that annual savings goal and a good pilot project to see how the community accepts this change. End of presentation. Thank you.